And then this video is to use Windows Movie Maker. I've got Vista, so it's not the newest live version, but it's still pretty good. I started a new folder for Unit 3, and I just clicked on Imported Media, and you can do new folder, new clip folder, and that's how I got this one. And then what I did was I dragged some videos in from where I had stored them on my thumb drive, so you can do videos, pictures, or audio and music. And I've got videos here, like the lengthy one that I did on where to get Audacity in the LAN encoder, and then this is the example Audacity file that I recorded and exported as an MP3. And you can also use PowerPoint too, which is kind of good, especially for title screens, because the titles that Movie Maker lets you make are kind of cheap looking. So basically you've got some spots where you can drag your video. This is where I'm going to put the recorded video that I did earlier. This is where I'm going to put my MP3 file, and then if I wanted to do a title screen, basically what I do for that is I would use PowerPoint, honestly, because the ones that Movie Maker provides just aren't very good looking. So how to use Audacity and Lame encoder to record sound for Unit 3 projects. So that is the title of my project, and I'm going to cut this to get rid of that other thing. And then you can make this pretty, doing whatever you plan to do for your work. What I then do is use the snipping tool again, and basically just take a little screenshot of your slide. I don't know what that little blue mark is. And then save as title screen. I'm just saving over and over. And then for the next slide, you could do your materials needed. So if you are working with PowerPoint, though, make sure you're not centering all of your major content, though, because it's really hard to read. So I need a computer with Vista or Windows 7, internet access, all those other things that I need for whatever my project is. So I'm going to take another screenshot of this one. And I'm going to save over this one too. The video that I showed you from the landscape architecture student who had done the recording base map using Google Maps, her video is great. I think it could have been improved if she would have included a title screen to orient her reader about what she's, or her user, about what she was going to be talking about. It's great if you can pause it. Let me just drag this in front of my video. And then I think it would be great if, let me import one more thing. The abstract. I think this is the picture I want. Yeah. Okay, so remember earlier I took that purpose screen, so I think it would be great if she would have just added kind of an overview of where she said, okay, I'm going to talk about base maps, this is what a base map is, and then she could be looking, after she talks about her title, then she would say, okay, this is what a base map is, this is what it looks like, this is what you can do with it, this is why you would want to make one, and then launch into her materials needed here, and then step 1 starts here. Okay? but I think it just helps orient the reader a lot better because, you know, I don't know what a base map is because I'm not a landscape architecture major, and a new person was her audience. So, I mean, it just depends on who your audience is, and if they're more experienced in landscape architecture, they're probably going to not need as much hand-holding, but since I was her targeted reader, that is one way to help them get up to your level. And like I said earlier, with the Word document, it's great to include the final product at the very end to give the reader some closure to say, okay, yours should look like this by now. If it doesn't, go back to step 2 or 3 or wherever they started messing up. Maybe they had problems with their table of contents. I don't know. But Windows Movie Maker is kind of cool because it lets you crop all of the dull parts of your video out. So if I'm waiting, so like my YouTube video where it takes 30 seconds to upload, I could just start that, play it through second 5, and then stop, and then crop it, say that that's at my 30-second mark. I can use the split tool here to then divide it, and then say everything between second 30 and second 35 is just crap. So you can split that, and then you can just right-click on this and remove it, and then it will go, okay, this is how you upload it. Okay, now you can see that it's uploaded, and you don't have to waste your user's time by letting them sit through all of that. Your sound recording here, that's if you overdubbed it using Audacity. You don't have to, but if you are a perfectionist or you wanted to use this for your job portfolio, that would be good to do. All you have to do is look at your clips and say if your video audio was very bad. I'm on my video right now. You can tell because it's lit up down here. The Cam Studio doesn't sound very good, so just go to audio and you can mute it, and that way it'll only play the Audacity recording, which is a lot cleaner. So that's what you can do for that. Before you start editing the video parts up here, I would make sure that your audio is perfect by editing it in Audacity before you input it as an M3, just because it's not as easy to split things here and splice things if you've got a big gap of air or breathing or ums or whatever. So that is the main thing for this. And then once you're ready to test it, I've got my video muted. Go ahead and play this. It's not going to line up with the visuals, but so if you've got a couple of small videos, you can line it up with this and this, and you'll know when it ends and when you need to include like your next set. Hang on, let me zoom in, and you can get it down to like the millisecond, so you shouldn't have any weird gaps. So, but it's really easy to work with, and it's free. So, and then just save project as you're working on it, and it'll be a Movie Maker file. And then once you're ready to export it for YouTube, just publish it, and you'll upload it as an AVI, just regular screen recording stuff. Okay.